Okay, spontaneous versus non-spontaneous. As it suggests, a spontaneous process happens on its own. It occurs without ongoing outside intervention. If we look at mechanical systems, we see that the systems tend towards lowest potential energy. So here's a guy using a pulley to lift this big block off the floor. Okay, what's going to happen if he lets go? This is going to fall. Hopefully he'll get his feet out of the way. But that's a spontaneous change, right? Nobody has to do anything for that to happen. It's just going to happen by itself. In chemical systems, we need the equivalent of potential energy, refer to it as chemical potential, to predict what direction the system is going to go in. So if we look at sodium chloride, or solid sodium chloride here, and we put it in water, is this going to dissolve spontaneously, or is it not going to dissolve spontaneously? Well, we know from practical experience that it will dissolve. If you stir it, it'll happen faster, but even if you don't stir it, it's going to happen, right? So this is the direction of spontaneous change. That means that the chemical potential must be higher here. So just like mechanical things trending towards lower potential energy, things always fall down, never up. The chemical things are going to go from a higher chemical potential to lower potential. It's important to understand the difference between spontaneity and speed of reaction. A spontaneous reaction can be incredibly slow. So it does not mean that it is fast. So it might be thermodynamically spontaneous, but very slow. Well, what can you do about that? You could use a catalyst to increase the rate. A catalyst will have no effect on a non-spontaneous reaction. And so here's something that kind of bends your mind a little bit. A non-spontaneous process is not impossible. Non-spontaneous processes happen all the time, but they require an external energy supply. You have to force them. Basically, you're paying them to happen. Okay, any questions?
Isn't that just even more inefficient?
Is that like
Well, it's you're also losing heat there.
Yeah, isn't it just like even less efficient?
Well, you're not gaining any energy from that. You're just putting energy into doing something that you want to happen.
Why?
is it like
Why do you want to charge your battery? Right?
okay, so like a non-spontaneous would be like a heat lamp or something, because it wouldn't continue to be hot without the continued introduction of electricity.
Well, that's a good question.
Maybe a lava lamp?
I'd have to think about that one. Things unburning is non-spontaneous. Unexploding